Madam Vice Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my honor to present to you John Dawson, recipient of 2020's John Bell Award. Dr. John Dawson, Department of Molecular and Cellular Biology, has earned well-deserved recognition as a passionate and innovative instructor, a mentor to students and colleagues at all career stages, and a nationally respected leader in the scholarship of teaching and learning. An early adopter of learning technology in the classroom, Dr. Dawson has mentored numerous students who in turn have published groundbreaking work on the scholarship of teaching and learning. He has served as curriculum committee chair in his department and as the inaugural director of the Office of Educational Scholarship and Practice established in the College of Biological Science, which facilitates best teaching practices in educational research. The recipient of many teaching awards, he has demonstrated commitment to improving student education through adoption of best practices in teaching and mentorship. His work on improving program quality and curriculum development and on assuring attention to the use of learning outcomes in his department and across his college has appeared in peer-reviewed journals. As a classroom innovator and as a driving force for curriculum development and the scholarship of teaching and learning in the biological sciences, Dr. John Dawson is a deserving recipient of the John Bell Award.
Madam Vice Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my honor to present to you Kenneth Dorter, recipient of 2020's Medal of Merit. Commitment to philosophical acumen and to lifelong learning have made Dr. Kenneth Dorter an inspiring teacher and a dedicated contributor to the academic life at U of G. An expert scholar in Plato's works and in Western and Eastern philosophy, he continues to connect students with vital historical threads of philosophical thought and wisdom. His teaching and research have been integral to the success of the Department of Philosophy. Arriving at U of G in 1966, Dr. Dorter retired, albeit reluctantly, in 2005. He continues to serve on graduate advisory committees and teaches dozens of courses, including offering directed readings to individual students who consider these one-on-one learning opportunities as pivotal moments of their university experience. As a graduate advisor, he has supervised students who have gone on to become leading scholars in their discipline. Recipient of the American Library Association Award, he has written numerous articles and books. He received the Broadview Press Canadian Philosophical Association Biennial Award for his 2005 volume, The Transformation of Plato's Republic. Dr. Dorter holds an honorary doctorate from Brandon University and received a Distinguished University Teaching Award from the University of Guelph Faculty Association in 2003. In recognition of the scope of his contributions to scholarship and teaching, Dr. Kenneth Dorter is a worthy recipient of the University of Guelph Medal of Merit.
Madam Vice Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my honor to present to you Anthony Clark for the distinction of University Professor Emeritus. A prominent and highly respected member of the U of G community for more than 30 years, Dr. Anthony Clark is a world-recognized expert in the biochemistry of bacterial cell walls. His productive research program has been part of an international effort to combat the rising public threat of microbial antibiotic resistance. Dr. Clark has published more than 120 peer-reviewed articles and trained more than 50 graduate students. Passionate about student mentorship, he is an award-winning teacher who values the whole student experience. His interest in and acumen for teaching and research have led him to service and administrative leadership at various levels over some 2 decades. He served as the chair of the Department of Molecular and Cellular Biology and as interim college dean. Dr. Clark also contributed to wider university developments as a senior administrator, including serving as assistant vice president, graduate studies, and program quality assurance. His contributions include service on numerous committees at various levels, focused on topics ranging from the campus master plan to risk management to international research. His international standing as a research and academic and his passion for education, scholarship, and service make Dr. Anthony Clark an ideal candidate for University Professor Emeritus.
Madam Vice Chancellor, On the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my honor to present to you Serge Desmarais for the distinction of University Professor Emeritus. An applied social psychologist and respected university administrator, Dr. Serge Desmarais is renowned for excellence in teaching, research, and service. Holder of a Canada Research Chair in Applied Social Psychology, Dr. Desmarais has used knowledge and research acumen in fields including gender norms, social justice, and entitlement to address pressing societal problems. He has served on various journal editorial boards and grant review panels. An award-winning mentor and teacher, he fosters in students an ethical approach to research, an understanding of research ethics, and a curiosity about human nature. He has extended his expertise to the broader public through frequent media commentary on topics ranging from the gender wage gap to parental leave policies. He pursued extensive administrative service with the University of Guelph, including serving as acting chair and dean, as well as associate vice president academic and interim provost and vice president academic. He helped lead a team in establishing a strategic framework to guide university planning and championed an emphasis on learning outcomes and high-impact teaching practices on campus. For outstanding and sustained accomplishments as a researcher, scholar, and administrator, Dr. Serge Desmarais is a worthy candidate for University Professor Emeritus.
Madam Vice Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my honor to present to you George Haraz for the distinction of University Professor Emeritus. Dr. George Haraz has established an enviable reputation as an outstanding researcher, educator, and mentor during more than 3 decades in the Department of Molecular and Cellular Biology. He is internationally recognized as a leader in studies of the structure and dynamics of basic proteins that are altered in people with multiple sclerosis. Holder of the Canada Research Chair in Myelin Biology, he published more than 175 peer-reviewed articles and has received research support from numerous funding agencies, including the Canadian Institutes of Health Research, the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council of Canada, and the Multiple Sclerosis Society of Canada. Drawing upon interests in diverse disciplines, Dr. Haraz has contributed to the development and operation of biophysics and neuroscience programs at the University of Guelph. He has served as president of the Microscopical Society of Canada, as a member of grant panels, and as a reviewer for international journals. A highly engaged mentor to students and postdoctoral researchers, he has served his department on various committees. His research productivity, scholastic activity, and passion for teaching and mentoring of students and faculty have made Dr. George Haraz highly deserving of the title of University Professor Emeritus.
Madam Vice Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my honor to present to you Stephen Marshall for the distinction of University Professor Emeritus. A leading world expert in entomology and fly systematics, Dr. Stephen Marshall has demonstrated commitment to research and teaching during his decades-long career. In 2018, he received the C.P. Alexander Award, which recognizes North America's top living expert on the insect order of Diptera. Among other top awards, he received the Entomological Society of Canada Gold Medal and the Entomological Society of America Thomas Say Award. Author of more than 200 articles and several books, he has discovered and formally named more than 1,000 insect species new to science. Since joining the University of Guelph in 1982, Dr. Marshall served as director of the university's insect collection in the School of Environmental Sciences. As a mentor and instructor, he trained many top entomologists now pursuing biodiversity careers. He has authored several books respected by experts and enthusiasts alike, including the 2012 book Flies, The Natural History and Diversity of Diptera, Insects, Their Natural History and Diversity, published in 2007, and Beetles, The Natural History and Diversity of Coleoptera, published in 2018. The volumes feature numerous photographs of these creatures captured mostly by Dr. Marshall himself through extensive fieldwork. Dr. Marshall founded the Canadian Journal of Arthropod Identification and has been involved extensively in the Biological Survey of Canada. For his international legacy of outstanding scientific research, accomplished students, and respected publications internationally, Dr. Stephen Marshall is a worthy candidate for University Professor Emeritus.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my honor to present to you Eva Naj for the distinction of University Professor Emerita. A leader in veterinary virology, Dr. Eva Naj has made outstanding contributions to veterinary medicine in Canada and internationally through teaching, research, and service. She has published more than 160 peer-reviewed articles and assumed professional leadership roles, including serving as long-time editor of the Canadian Journal of Veterinary Research, a premier journal in the field. She has served as a member of the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association editorial committee and on review panels for various funding agencies. Dr. Naj belongs to the advisory board of the Veterinary Medical Research Institute at the prestigious Hungarian Academy of Sciences. For significant and sustained contributions to her field, she received an honorary doctorate from the University of Veterinary Medicine of Hungary in 2002 and became a member of the Hungarian Academy of Sciences in 2010. A role model for academic research, Dr. Naj has undertaken studies to improve prevention of animal diseases. She has undertaken pioneering research in molecular epidemiology and development of diagnostic techniques for animal viruses and has developed vaccines against diseases in poultry. Under her mentorship, numerous Ontario Veterinary College graduates have become leaders in academia, government, and industry. As a respected teacher and researcher who has consistently contributed to elevating the international profile of OVC and the University of Guelph, Dr. Eva Naj is a deserving candidate for University Professor Emeritus. Thank you.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my honor to present to you my colleague and friend, Linda Parker, for the distinction of University Professor Emerita. Dr. Linda Parker is a respected educator and researcher who has made strong and sustained contribution to teaching and scholarship over the past 15 years in the Department of Psychology. A leader in studies on cannabinoid effects on the brain, Dr. Parker held a prestigious Canada Research Chairs in Behavioral Neuroscience during her tenure at the University of Guelph. She has published more than 160 peer-reviewed articles and the recent sole author book called Cannabinoids and the Brain. She has also given invited presentations and served on many university and national scientific and grant selection committees. A pioneer in establishing models of ontinosin's properties of cannabinoids, she has conducted research critical for potential therapeutic use of these compounds in human and veterinary medicine. She is currently president of the board of the Canadian Consortium for Investigations of Cannabinoids, and in 2016, she received a Lifetime Achievement Award from the International Cannabinoid Research Society. Dr. Parker has founded and served as director of the University of Guelph's Collaborative Neuroscience Graduate Program that brings together diverse experts from across campus. She has also served on UOG committees from the Presidential Advisory Committee for Cannabis Policy to Senate and departmental committees. For her outstanding contribution to her field and to teaching, research, and service at the University of Guelph, Dr. Linda Parker is an outstanding candidate for University Professor Emerita.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my honor to present to you Stephen Rothstein for the distinction of University Professor Emeritus. Dr. Stephen Rothstein has led a rich and distinguished career as one of the most prominent plant biologists in Canada and a respected global leader in the field. Over nearly 30 years in U of G's Department of Molecular and Cellular Biology, he has mentored many students and researchers, published more than 140 articles, and collected numerous patents. He has trained scientists who are now leading researchers at universities and research centers worldwide. By fostering close and productive ties with the agricultural sector, he's attracted millions of dollars worth of industry and government support for research programs at the university. Dr. Rothstein harnessed scientific and business acumen to establish a cross-disciplinary Master of Biotechnology program that now serves as a career-building experience for graduates. He's drawn upon his own industry experience, notably as former director of top research programs in crop seed biotechnology. His work in enhanced crop genetics to improve nutrient use efficiency has benefited the industry and individual farmers alike and helped improve the environmental sustainability of the sector. Dr. Stephen Rothstein's numerous contributions and passion for science and mentorship make him an eminent candidate for University Professor Emeritus.
Madam Vice Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my honor to present to you Clarence Swanton for the distinction of University Professor Emeritus. Among the world's most highly respected weed scientists, Dr. Clarence Swanton has been an active researcher and teacher at the University of Guelph for more than 30 years. Author of more than 250 peer-reviewed papers in his field, Dr. Swanton has consistently attracted significant research funding to the University of Guelph. He played an integral role in attaining the $77 million federal funding for the University of Guelph's Food from Thought research project intended to find sustainable ways to feed a growing world. His studies have earned him the highest honors in his field in North America, including recognition as a Fellow of the Weed Science Society of America, the Canadian Weed Science Society, and the Canadian Society of Agronomy. Dedicated to knowledge transfer and translation, Dr. Swanton has shared his work widely to ensure its practical application by farmers and farm organizations. He has mentored graduates who now occupy leading positions in academia and industry worldwide. Among his contributions to the university leadership, he served as the inaugural chair of the newly created Department of Plant Agriculture and was instrumental in the founding of the Bioproducts Discovery and Development Center within the Department of Plant Agriculture. In recognition of his numerous contributions to research and teaching and his selfless service to society and the University of Guelph, Dr. Clarence Swanton is an eminent candidate for the University Professor Emeritus.
Madam Vice Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my honor to present to you Elizabeth Stone for the distinction of University Professor Emerita. As Dean of the Ontario Veterinary College and an internationally recognized leader in veterinary education, Dr. Elizabeth Stone pursued a progressive vision to further strengthen the college's reputation as a world leader in veterinary education, research, and service. Among numerous high-profile initiatives between 2005 and 2015, Dr. Stone led the development of OVC's Health Sciences Center and its innovative primary healthcare program. During her tenure, the college established the Center for Public Health and Zoonoses that recognizes the critical interface of human, animal, and environmental health, and implemented an acclaimed master's program in public health. Dr. Stone oversaw development of OVC's pioneering Institute for Comparative Cancer Investigation, the Mona Campbell Center for Animal Cancer, and a new pathobiology animal health laboratory building. She helped secure significant funding for initiatives in veterinary imaging, companion animal nutrition, animal welfare, epidemiology, and the human-animal bond, as well as infrastructure improvements. An advocate for lifelong learning, she focuses on improving learning outcomes and is particularly interested in enhancing and promoting the relevance and value of veterinarians and other scientists to society. She has published over 100 peer-reviewed papers, reviews, and chapters, and co-authored 3 books, and has advised numerous graduate students and clinical trainees. Dr. Stone served as president of the Canadian Faculties of Agriculture and Veterinary Medicine and the American College of Veterinary Surgeons, and served on numerous advisory panels and international professional groups. An outstanding leader, scholar, and researcher, Dr. Elizabeth Stone is an eminent candidate for University Professor Emerita.
Greetings, everybody, from the hallowed halls of the Department of Pathobiology. Madam Vice Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that I present to you Patricia Turner for the distinction of University Professor Emerita. Dr. Patricia Turner has made outstanding scholarly and professional contributions to laboratory veterinary science in Canada and abroad. She has committed herself to the advancement of animal health and welfare through teaching, research, and service. During her influential career in the Department of Pathobiology and the Ontario Veterinary College, she oversaw the Laboratory Animal Sciences graduate program for 16 years. That internationally recognized program has produced numerous graduates who are now themselves leaders in academia and industry. Now Corporate Vice President for Global Animal Welfare with Charles River Laboratories, she continues to contribute to the research and education of University of Guelph students. An award-winning researcher and educator, Dr. Turner has published more than 150 scholarly works. She has promoted research animal welfare as co-editor-in-chief of the National Academy of Sciences ILAR Journal. She has served in leadership roles with numerous professional organizations, including the Canadian Association of Laboratory Animal Medicine, the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association, and the American Association for Laboratory Animal Science. Currently, she is president of the World Veterinary Association. For teaching, research, and service dedicated to improving practice and performance standards globally in laboratory animal science, Dr. Patricia Turner is an eminent candidate for University Professor Emerita.